So thank you, Jake, so much for taking the time out of your night to come talk to us and teach everyone about Road to Elite. I know Road to Elite really excites me. I always get excited to learn about it every year, and I know everyone else does. So Jake is our corporate mentor, and he's been super helpful with this team for a few years now. So thank you so much, Jake, and I will let you take it away.
Thank you, Shauna. I'm so excited to be here, guys. This is like love language when we're talking Road to Elite. So hopefully you guys are ready. This is gonna be a lot of information. So I honestly don't expect you to leave here and say, I get it. I get everything that I need to do and all that jazz. Because in full reality, there's a lot. But we'll give you guys what are the absolute simple things that need to happen in order for you to get on the road to elite. And absolutely the first step is make that decision, get on the road to elite. And there's a couple new changes that are super exciting. Okay. And so we'll kind of go over those. And one thing I actually added for this team is an explanation of the Canadian top 100. Because I know a lot of the times I'll get questions of like, how do I get on that? So we're going to break down the road to elite. We're going to simplify the road to elite, and then we're going to simplify the top 100. So you have a clear expectation and you know, oh, that's why I'm on there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So 2 seconds while we share my screen. This is Road to Elite. Okay. What is elite? You guys understand. I'm pretty confident you guys have a very good grasp of what elite is as you are led by elite coaches on this team. But this is it. It's a 5-star diamond coach who's been able to hold 5-star diamond consecutively for 6 consecutive weeks in the year. They have 105 balanced leadership points, and they have 2 new diamonds. Now, this brings up one of the first things I want you guys to take note of. Leadership points versus elite ranking points. Okay. On a notepad or whatever, if you want to simplify this, you put leadership points on one side, elite ranking points on the other, and I will tell you exactly what those points do for you. Okay. Leadership points. Now, I'm going to go back to this slide. 5-star diamond, 105 balanced leadership points. How do you get 105 balanced leadership points? That's what we're going to go over next. What are those leadership points? Okay. Leadership points come through 3 categories. Numero 1, APV. It stands for acquisition personal volume, but look, APV is the most simple way to say it, and that's how you guys are going to hear it. What is APV? APV, as you can read in the top right corner, I'm going to move you guys out of my way so that I can actually see some of this. Get 1 leadership point for every 500 points in total combined personal volume from purchases made by your 2022 personally sponsored coaches and customers who placed their first order in this year. So imagine this. You've got your customers and you've got your personally sponsored coaches from 2022. Okay. When they place an order, their personal volume for that order goes in the bucket. Okay. The next person to order, their personal volume goes in the bucket. And that bucket just continues to fill with volume. And for every 500 points that goes inside the bucket, you get 1 point. If I placed an order in January, that 100 points stays in the bucket all year long. Now, why do I point that out? Is it more beneficial to enroll somebody in January and have their points last all year long, or enroll somebody in December and their points last December? Recruiting right now is pivotal for so many reasons. But number 1, income, guys. If you get people in, you get them results, you get them to complete a program, they're going to love the program. They will do another program. What does that mean? Continuation of purchasing products. Okay. So right now is pivotal, and it also aligns with leadership category or leadership point category number 1, APV. Okay. Category 2, leadership success club points, SC points. Earn 1 leadership point each time one of your PS coaches who you enrolled in 2021 or 2022 qualifies for Success Club. This is the only category that accepts coaches from last year and the current year. So anybody you personally sponsored in 2020 or 2021 that is a coach, or currently in January, we look at that group of coaches. Now, if I enroll 3 people in that category, I look at all 3 and I say, who's in Success Club this month? If it's just Sally, then I get 1 point for Sally. Now, the cool thing about this category, and if you read on this important one, is if you're also in Success Club, we will double the total points. So if it's Sally, I get 2 points because I'm in Success Club. If it's Sally and Bill, I get 4 points because I'm in Success Club as well. So I get 1 point for Bill, 1 point for Sally. Then we double them because I'm in Success Club. So I'd get a total of 4 points. So now you can see why corporate never stops talking about Success Club. It benefits your leadership points. It benefits changing people's lives. It benefits the entire vision, what this company was founded for. That is why we're never going to stop talking about Success Club. Okay. I'm going to do something this just in case. No additional points for Success Club 10 or SC5. It's just get into Success Club 5 or higher, and you're going to get 1 point. No additional points if you get into Success Club 10, 15, 20, 30, none of that. Just SC5 or higher gets you 1 point. Hi, sweetheart. She's in my vent. I was like, she outside? Can you guys hear that? That's hilarious. She's talking through the vent in the kitchen, which is connected to my office because I'm right under the kitchen. I totally thought she was right outside the window that was hilarious. Okay, continue on. So that's category number 2. 6. So if you ever talk to me, I'm going to call this your SC5 category. Why? Because it deals with SC5. Simplify it. It's SC5 category. Now you'll understand why I call it the SC5. Because welcome to your Success Club 1+. Okay. SC1+. Only current 2022 coaches are eligible for this. So what it is earn 1 leadership point for every new 2022 personally sponsored coach who earns their first Success Club point in the month that they enroll or the month following. So what does this look like? If I enroll Danielle, I'm looking right at Danielle. So if I enroll Danielle today, then Danielle has either until the end of the month or until the end of February, really, to get 1 Success Club point. If I can help her sell 1 challenge pack by the end of February, I get a leadership point for Danielle selling a challenge pack within her first, I call it within the first full month of business, meaning the month you enroll and the month following. Okay. So if somebody enrolls January 1st, they have until the end of February. If somebody enrolls January 31st, they have until the end of February. So some people could get a benefit from this, meaning if I enrolled on the first day of the month, I have 2 full months to get 1 Success Club point, whereas somebody who enrolls on the last day of the month has 1 month. So there is kind of a little nuance there, but I want to point it out because it's a good talking point if people enroll on the first couple days of the month, which helps you get into Success Club by the 15th. Which should be everybody's goal. And we'll talk a little bit about those standards that we need to set. So these 3 categories, that is how you get on the road to elite. So if you want to talk to me and say, how do I hit team builder? We're going to talk leadership points. We're going to talk APV, your SC5 and your SC1+. That's it. That's all we're going to talk. Okay. We'll also talk some rank advancement stuff, which we'll talk about in just a second. But if you're wondering, how do I get elite, premier, team leader? This is the key, these 3 categories. Not elite ranking points, leadership points. Okay. So what does it take to be a team builder? Now, first off, I want to make note, guys. This is pivotal. If you are not yet a diamond coach, don't worry about elite. Freaking hit team builder first. Okay. Don't focus on all this jazz. Now, if you get a ton of momentum, focus on all the jazz. But to get the momentum rolling, this is why we created this road to elite. It's so people can come in their first year and say, oh, an elite leader, that's awesome. I need to get on track so I can be an elite leader in 2 or 3 years. So I need to be a team builder this year. The longer you're in this, the more your expectations change and you're like, I should have been an elite leader in 6 months. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. The fact is, get on the road to elite. Okay. So team builder, make it a goal. What is team builder? It's a diamond coach who can hold for 6 consecutive weeks. I'm going to tell you why this is important as this qualification. 25 leadership points. So 25 points through the 3 categories we just talked about. You could even get 25 points in one category and still be eligible to be a team builder. So if I had 25 points in my SC5 category, I could be a team builder. Okay. I need to help one new person hit the rank of Emerald, and I need to get 1,000 points in team volume over any 5 weeks. Okay. 6 consecutive weeks at Diamond. Why is that important? The fact that we are requiring you to hold for 6 weeks at Team Builder does 2 things. It helps you solidify your business so you have a better foundation to build on. And 2, we ran a report. If you hold for 6 consecutive weeks, statistically, you are proven you're more than likely to get the 1,000 points in team volume than if you don't hold for 6 consecutive weeks. So it's a volume game. Yes, you can be a team builder in any year. Like, you have to re-qualify every single year for these ranks. That's a good question that I saw over there, Kiara. But the team volume, what that is we look at your lesser leg. Okay. Whatever leg has the weak amount of volume for that week is your lesser leg. Okay. Over 5 weeks, we need to be able to add up your lesser leg to 1,000 points or more. So if I had 200 points in week 1 and 300 in week 2, that's 500 points in 2 weeks. Over the next 3 weeks, I need another 500. Okay. And it's any rolling 5 weeks. So it doesn't have to be like in January, or it's any rolling 5 weeks throughout the entire year. Just, we need to look at a 5-week block that says it adds up to 1,000 points or more. And again, if you hold strong, it does more benefit, because if you consistently hold, it produces more volume, which, what does that mean? More income. And Beachbody does not guarantee any sort of income. It's based off your own diligence, efforts, and skill. But the longer you hold Diamond, the more statistically beneficial it is. And it allows you a foundation to build on. Can you build a mansion on a crappy foundation? No. It all starts with the footings. It all starts with the foundation. So what is Diamond? It's your foundation. When you become Star Diamond, look at it as footings. You're putting in more footings, which allow you a bigger foundation, which allow you a bigger legacy, okay? A bigger mansion. All right, let's go on. Team Leader. Team Leader is a 1-star diamond with 50 leadership points. You have to create 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond and have 2,500 in total team volume on your weak leg over any 5 weeks. Again, any Star Diamond rank requires a 6-week hold, okay? And if you already have the Star Diamond rank, then you still have to hold for 6 consecutive weeks to get the check mark for the current rank, okay? So if you are already a 1-star diamond, you better hold again for another 6 weeks so that you can be a team leader for this year, okay? And this is how this should work, guys, the road to elite. If I hit team builder in year 1, then that means I better be team builder in year 2, building towards team leader. And when I get to team leader, that's my new baseline. I should get to team leader every single year until I can get to premier. And then that's my new baseline, right? That's the intent of the road to elite. There are going to be some times that maybe I'm a premier leader, but I only got to team leader. That happens, whatever. But the idea is if you're building through the right strategies, each rank becomes your new baseline. Okay, so 1-star diamond, 50 leadership points, 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond, and 2,500 points. There's your team leader. Let's go premier. Okay, and now we're going to talk about a new thing that I'll tell you about. 2-star diamond over 6 consecutive weeks, 75 capped leadership points. So this is the first time we've used this word capped. So we're going to talk about that in just a sec. Create 1 new diamond and have 4,000 in volume on your lesser leg. Now, in full transparency, being premier can be super hard because of the 4,000 points in volume. But that is only if you are not producing solid diamonds. If your diamonds aren't holding for 6 weeks, it's going to be very difficult to get to your 4,000 volume points. And Shelby's on here. I'm going to call you out, Shelby. 2 years ago, how close were you? Now, it was 5,000 points 2 years ago in her defense. But Shelby missed premier by 200 points. Just 200 points over 5 weeks. So this is a category where volume starts to become super important. And how do you produce it? Solid leadership that's holding for 6 consecutive weeks. That doesn't just benefit you, that gives them the foundation so they can build. Okay, capped points for premier and elite leadership. What we said is, all right, you're now hitting ranks in the business. You need to start diversifying your business so you're building smart and sustainable. So we put caps on each category so that it forces you to build in more than one category. Okay. So example, I need 75 points of leadership points to hit premier. My Success Club 5 category caps out at 50. So when I'm pushing for premier and elite, I only get 50 points from that category. So that means I can't get all 75 points from that category. So I need at least another 25 points from either my SC1 or my APV, or 25 points combined in those two. Okay. So these are the caps. So make note of these. Your APV category caps out at 50. Your SC1 plus caps out at 25. And your SC5 caps out at 50. So 50, 25, 50. So for premier, you're forced to build in 2 different categories. Okay. In elite, you're forced to build in all of them. So you need 105 balanced leadership points. Now the balance just means the caps in each category. So if I max out my APV and I max out my SC5, I'm at 100 points. So that means I need a minimum of 5 points in that SC1 plus category. Or if I'm at 50 and maxed out my SC1 plus at 25, now I'm at 75 and I need the remaining 30 points from the other category, right? So it really starts to align and show you guys where, you can track and see, and this will be in your back office as well. So all the information is there. But elite is a 5-star diamond consecutive, 105 points, 2 new diamonds on the year, and 5,000. And guys, we pulled reports. If you're an elite leader and you created 2 new diamonds and you held for 5 weeks, you will get your 5,000 points. So if you're looking at that and saying like, man, 5,000 points over a 5-week period is a lot, it's pretty much a guarantee when you're an elite leader. You're producing 5,000 points, which means you're producing income, and it's phenomenal. Okay. So everything we have talked about to this point, leadership points. Okay. So anytime you're going to be like, what does it take for me to hit team builder? What does it take for me to hit team leader? We're going to talk about your rank, and we're going to talk about leadership points. Okay. Now, if you want to talk Canada Top 100 and where you fall in the network, so right before we get into that, this is just a recap. 4-step process to elite. Get to team builder, which is diamond. then advance to team leader, which is 1 star, then advance to premier, which is 2 star, and then advance to elite, which is 5 stars. So you can just see how it's a nice gradual path to becoming an elite leader. Okay. Get on this road, guys. I guarantee you your business will change if you make a commitment now to be on the road to elite. And if you look at corporate and say you guys suck for putting 6-week qualifications in, because if you're anybody that's gone through qualifications, you know how sucky 6 weeks is. We want you to build a foundation that you can build a legacy on. I would venture to say that we wouldn't have the leadership in place that we have now if it wasn't for the 6-week quals. Because that creates resilience, it creates grit, it creates determination in our leadership. And so it's really outlined some key leaders. So if you guys look up to these people and you say, man, they're amazing, they've been in quals too, and they've told me it sucks. They're in your shoes, it's hard. And they continue to show up and continue to do it. These elite leaders like Julie Boris, who's a 12-time elite coach, it doesn't get easier. You still are required to develop leaders. You're still required to hold for 6 weeks. You're still required to do all these things. It can still be a challenging task. Okay. So that's why this is so important. I apologize. I'm getting over like a head cold thing. So I still have a little bit of cough. So lots of talking tickles the throat. So if I keep coughing, deal with it. And at least you're on virtual and you're not going to get COVID from me. All right. Elite ranking points. Okay, guys, this is what I want you to know. If you drew a line down the middle of your paper, leadership points qualify you for the road to elite. Elite ranking points. This is the fun part. This is what makes you skyrocket to be ranked super high in the network. Okay. So when they're reading, that was really hard to say. When they're reading off statistics at Summit, and they're giving the total amount of points that the top 10 coaches earned, and they are stupid numbers, understand it's because of this category. They're producing leadership, which is benefiting them. Okay. So there's 2 categories in your elite ranking points. Okay. There's success starter. Every personally sponsored coach that qualifies for success starter in 2022 gets you 10 points. Okay, this is the shift. It used to be 25 last year. Now it's 10. So a success starter gets you 10 points. This is why it's 10. That's the starting block, okay? Exactly. This is all based on your downline. So this is what success starter is the starting block, okay? Then what's the next step after you hit success starter if you want to build this business? Get to team builder, right? And when you qualify for team builder, so if I have a coach, Shauna, who I personally sponsored, she gets success starter and then she locks in team builder. I get the 10 points for success starter and I get the 20 points for her locking in team builder. Okay. If I get a personally sponsored coach to lock in team leader, it's 30 points, premier 40, and elite is 50. And again, if I skip ranks, so if I'm like somebody who's on fire and I go from emerald to 2-star, then you get the 20, the 30, and the 40 if you lock in premier. Okay. So you could get 90 points off one person if they went from like diamond or emerald who has never hit team builder and locking in premier. You could get 90 points just like that. Okay. So road to elite, the elite ranking points. If you get success starters, you get 10 points. And then for every personally sponsored coach to newly qualify as team builder, team leader, premier, or elite, you get ranking points for those as well. And again, this is new. It means I've never achieved that rank before. So this is encouraging new leadership development. Now, why in the heck would corporate do such a thing? Because the more leadership you have, the more volume you're producing. The more volume you're producing, the more money you're making, right? So structure this so that you guys say, oh, if I do these things, I can be a super successful coach that's making a solid income. And it's all based off of one thing, helping people live a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. So that is the ranking points. Here's what I added. Okay. What is the Canada Top 100? It is a combination of uncapped leadership points and your elite ranking points. So really, it is your entire point system added together. Okay. So an example, if I have 50 leadership points, so that's 50 points split through the APV, the SE1, and the SE5, and 20 elite ranking points because I had a new personally sponsored coach achieve team builder. That means I have a total of 70 points that's going to rank me against the rest of Canada and see if I'm in the top 100 or not. Okay. So it's just your total uncapped points from leadership and elite ranking. And we say who's got the highest. And then we rank those from 1 to however many, but we do the top 100 in Canada. So when you see the top 50 in the network, when you see the top, and we're doing all those things, it's all based off of uncapped points. It's all based off of a total of elite ranking points and leadership points combined. So last thing here, to be on the road to elite. This is it. This is your steps to being on the road to elite. Earn Success Club every single month. Help 2 to 3 people live a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. Get on a program that's going to change their life. I don't care if it's MM100. I don't care if it's Let's Get Up. I don't care if it's 10 rounds, which I did this morning. It was really fun to go back to 10 rounds. 30-day breakaway, whatever it is. Just help people with the right program to get on their journey. Okay. So make sure, and in all honesty, guys, if I'm speaking transparently here, Success Club is extremely important. If you want to be successful in this business, you need to be hitting a minimum of Success Club 5. And if you want to be a leader in this business, it needs to be a minimum of way more than that. Okay. So what should your standard be? Now I use the word standard because goal is something that you achieve. And then what? Right? Then what do you do after you achieve your goal? A standard are the things you put into practice that help you achieve your goals. Because a standard never goes away. So what's one of the standards you should live by? Success Club 5 by the 15th. If you know any top leader, they will say that they do crazy things like SE5 by the 5th and SE10 by the 10th. Christina Delgado, she's a top 10 coach. She's phenomenal. She's SE5 by the 5th and SE10 by the 10th every month without fail. So if she's doing that, as a minimum, shouldn't we be saying, okay, Success Club 5 by the 15th? So as a new building coach, that should be a minimum standard for you. And as your teams start to grow, that should be the expectation. When they join the team, they may not know what they don't know, but they join and say, oh, it's SE5 by the 15th. Okay, I don't know what I got to do, but I'll do it. What do you got to do? SE5 by the 15th. Great, let's do it. That's the standard you want to install. So that's why I love this first point. Okay, number 2, help 1 or more personally sponsored coaches each start in Success Club activity in their first month. So that means help people sell a challenge pack in their first month of business. The quicker they sell it, the more excited they are because they actually saw success. And what does that mean? The longer they'll stick around. And it's going to get hard. We don't know what the world holds. I think everybody was ready to take a break in 2021, and it just got crazier. So the quicker you get somebody success, the more successful they will be in turn, and they'll just kind of continue to do it. Number 3, mentor 2 to 3 personally sponsored coaches from 2021 and 2022 to earn Success Club every single month. So set a standard. My coaches hit Success Club, SE5 by the 15th, and I'm going to help people do it. whether that's through power hours or helping walk through and create invites, or just showing you different ways of inviting and building your confidence, having role-playing scenarios with you so you build confidence in talking to people, whatever that is. I want to give you the sales strategies, and I use sales because it's talking to people and they're going to purchase something. So it is a sale. Don't be afraid of that word. It's totally okay. We're in 2022. Amazon has built an empire off the word sell. So it's normal. But get people to know how to talk to people. Help them. Role play. Talk to them. Give me your script. Let's talk. Let's break this down. If you're talking to people and you're not getting Success Club points, you're not having good conversations. Okay? So just teach people how to help people. That's it. How can I help you? What do you need? A quick example of this. I know I get super long-winded, but a quick example of this. I was doing something on the side and I was helping my buddy. Super simple on my part. I would go to people who wanted to finish their unfinished basement, and I would bid out their basement and say, this is what it would cost the company. Do you want to use us or not? I was just doing this actually like a month ago, and I was talking to a customer, and we were not the cheapest bid that they had, but they chose us. And you want to know why? And this is word for word what he said: because you actually cared what went in my basement. That's what he told me. And why did I care? I asked questions. What do you want? Oh, I love that. That's an awesome idea. What if you did this? And I pitched new ideas and I shared, but I actually listened to what they were saying. And then I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do for you. And here's what I don't want to sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice these qualities that you said were really important. So let's find other ways to save money. And guys, we weren't the cheapest, and they still went with us because they liked what we had to offer, because we wanted what they wanted. It's the same thing with coaching. Talk to them. What do they want? Because you should want that for them. Listen to them. What are some non-negotiables? Put that in. Make sure that those are non-negotiables for you, and you find other ways to skirt around issues or something. That's a great way of getting success. Number 4, achieve 5-star with at least 2 new diamonds. That's the road to elite. Earn Success Club, help people earn Success Club, and help people advance in rank. That is the road to elite. And every single person should be committed to it. Do you need to be diamond T-builder to be on the top 100? No, not necessarily. We don't take into fact like what you've achieved. It is strictly based off of your points. You could be an emerald, well, diamond, because we only rank diamonds. So you could be a diamond coach who's not a team builder and has high points, but you maybe haven't produced a new emerald. You could be in the top 100. And it happens all the time. We'll have diamonds in the top 10 for the first couple months in Canada, right? But it's just all that. So I have got like just a couple minutes left. So my question to you, we covered a lot of freaking information. But I hope that it just breaks down to this. Number 1, if you're new to building, it's okay to say you want elite, but where does elite start? Team builder. Qualify for team builder first. Okay. And guys, we looked at it and we said, okay, if you're in a top 200 elite coach, what are you doing? Top 200 elite coaches had qualified for team builder in March. Took them 3 months. Okay. And then that they got some momentum, they were team leader in April. And then they were premier in July. And to be a top 200 elite coach, they were elite in like September, August. Okay. Why? How? What are you like? How would somebody ever do that? Consistency over time. They hit Success Club every single month. They help people know how to hit Success Club every single month. And they're producing solid diamonds who are holding for 6 weeks. That's the key. So make the commitment. When can you get your diamond and hold it for 6 weeks and get those 25 points? And if it's not March, great. That means you're still going to get it. And maybe you're not a top 200 elite coach, but you're at least on the road to elite. And your next step, okay, when can I get to team leader? Because a team leader, man, 1-star diamond, you're going to NLC. You're coming to NLC game night, which anybody who's been to game night, it is put on by Coach Dev. We don't mess around. We come to party. Okay. Guys, the jorts are coming out. Okay. I'm wearing jorts to this thing. That's how fancy it is. So if you've never been to NLC, get on, because it is a blast. It is a day and a half of information that changes your business. And then it ends with a massive party that's just fun. If you're ready to have some fun, like you come to game night and it's a blast. Then you set your sights on leadership, and leadership is just next level. You get elite training. We had Carissa Kuchis this last year, and it was just mind blowing. And then we had other top leaders like Julie Voris talk about TNT, takes no talent. And it's all this phenomenal stuff. And you're just like, this is gold. That's how you stay at the top. You feed your mind, which improves your activities, but better yet, it allows you to stay more consistent. So start with team builder, then move up to team leader, then get on the path to premier, and then get on the path to elite. It's there for a reason. Use it. So any questions you guys might have, or that I may have missed in the chat that you guys have. Yes, Rachel, you raised your hand, or you didn't. Oh, don't be right in the middle of my screen next time, Rachel. Any questions? Feel free, unmute yourself.
I have a question. So if someone signs up as a PC customer, say in like 2020, say, I know it wasn't a thing in 20, so say they're a PC and they transfer to a coach this year, do they count? Like, does it change, or is it when they become a PC?
Yeah, so if they've never been a coach before, or they've been a PC for more than 6 months, and they re-enroll as a coach, they're labeled as a new coach.
So as soon as they become a coach again?
Yeah, okay. But with the preferred customer program, remember, it's newer. So
yeah. So what if they signed up as like a discount coach back, say in like 2020? So
they're fine.
Okay.
They would have been automatically converted and all that. What I'm trying to avoid is like, if I had somebody enroll in December and then they're like, no, wait, I want to be a PC. And then in February, they're like, no, wait, I want to be a coach. When they enroll as a coach, they're not technically a new coach because they were a new coach in December. Because they didn't wait a full 6 months, which if I stepped away from the business, I'd have to wait 6 months before I could re-enroll. So that eligibility status is fluctuated on that 6 months. Super heavy, intense information, but that's what I was trying to clarify. But yes, if they were like a discount coach, they got converted, they've been a PC for a long time, and they're a new coach. Even if it was with the same sponsor, Danielle. Good question, Alicia. Okay, guys, this is it. Have fun. Number one advice I can ever give, like, if you're not having fun, something's broken. Okay, that's like the Gary Vaynerchuk of life. And if you've watched Gary Vaynerchuk over the years, kind of fanboying over here. I like Gary. 5 years ago, Gary was in your face, like, you can't work hard enough mentality. Fast forward 5 years, and he is all about do what you love. Just choose a path. And I loved this quote. People aren't willing to take a step back to take 3 steps forward. People aren't willing to leave the job they're miserable at to take a step back to get to a place where they love what they're doing. That's the problem with society, right? People aren't willing to sell their Lexus to live in a Focus to eventually get to the point where they could afford their dream car. So are you that? In full transparency, there's aspects that's me. I'm not willing to take a step back in some things, but there are some times that I'm like, I'm willing to take a risk, or I'm willing to put in the work. So I say all this to say this: the days you get the best results out of Beachbody, the days you get the best results out of being a coach, the days you get the best results out of being who you are the days you have a smile on your face. And I'll challenge you this, okay? I struggled with depression for a while. And this was one of the things that I did to help me get out of it. And so I'll challenge you guys. If you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you are cranky because either your kid didn't sleep or you slept on the floor because your 3-year-old wanted to sleep in her sleeping bag, and so you're 33 sleeping on the floor and you woke up with back pain, okay? Yes, that happened this past week. That's why that was super detailed. Then I challenge you, go to the mirror, smile at yourself for 30 seconds. Okay. It is the most uncomfortable thing you will do. And I promise you will end laughing and it will change your entire day. My therapist told me that, and I was like, you're full of crap, and I will not do that. And I did it, and I started laughing, and I felt better. Why? Endorphins. Laughter's endorphins. Smiling's endorphins. So if there's one person you can get to smile today, make it yourself. And if you guys can do that, you'll always get the best results, because if you're happy, people want it. And how do you be happy? You create it. You don't buy other people's happiness. Create your own. You be grateful and you enjoy what you're given. So I leave that with you to say 2022 is going to be chaos. We have no idea what the future holds in store, but I promise you, you can smile through everything. And if you do, you'll be successful. Welcome to Life with a 3-Year-Old. And I appreciate you guys. Hold on, hon. Appreciate you guys. You're all phenomenal. Have a great night. We'll chat later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jake.